Hi everybody, welcome back to my channel, and today I have a get ready with me video. I did this type of video a couple weeks ago where I tried all these different new products for this get ready, and a lot of you enjoyed it. I did it way before back in the day, and I was just like, you know what, I should bring it back again. And like I said, you guys were really excited that I did this and you like the talk throughs, and if you don't, I'll probably have a tutorial coming up where I'm not talking so much, but I really like these types of talk throughs, and they're more fun for me to film because I feel like they're more personal and not so like, I don't know, like not. And obviously I did this look right here. It's just a really nice, soft, romantic look and very wearable, which I love. So if you haven't subscribed, don't forget to subscribe to my channel because it is free 99, and I also have an Instagram and Twitter. So I'm gonna stop jibber jabbering because I know I did talk quite a bit for the get ready. And yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed the video, and let's go. Primer I'm going to use is by Tarte, and it's the Clean Slate Primer. I think I've only used this one other time, but I've been enjoying this. My skin has started to get oily just because it has been hotter here in LA. So also going to be using the MAC Lightful C. This one is an under eye cream, but what's awesome is that it's also a primer. So this is a little pricey, and I went ahead and did the splurge, and I actually really like it. Underneath my eye, ooh, there's some of like the old dried up gunk. Pat that underneath my eye so it doesn't make my concealer gunky or anything like that. This is a total new product for me, and I highly recommend it though. Okay, so now another new product is the new Chella eyebrow pencil. I always use my Anastasia dip brow, but I definitely want to try something new. So I'm going to be using the dark brown pencil. It's just like a regular one that you just twist up and down. I got this one at Generation Beauty, and this is what it looks like. So it doesn't feel too waxy. So if you're someone who likes a waxy formula, this isn't for you. This is good for me because I don't like waxy formulas. So I'm going to start lining the bottom of my brow, and I'm just going to start filling in my brow little by little. I'm going to take another brush just because this doesn't have a spoolie. I'm so used to my dip brow that I need to see how I can work this pencil, because you know when you get used to something, it's almost like when you're so used to gel liner and then you switch to liquid pen and you're like, I do not know how to do it. Just start spooling the product into my brow to make it a little bit more soft and natural looking, and then I'm going to spoolie it to the front just to move some of the product because I don't like it to be too harsh in the front of the brow. And you can just move this product to the front by doing that, by stroking it forward. And then whatever you lose, then just go and fill it in again, and then just repeat and repeat and repeat. Layering and spooling, layering and spooling. Spooling. This is the Benefit Gimme Brow, and they have two different shades. They have a light taupe one, I believe, and then this is the medium dark one, and I really love this. It has like little tiny fibers, so if you're someone who doesn't have a lot of brow hairs, you want a little bit more thickness, then you can use this. You just stroke it right into the brow, and just lightly, because a little does go a long way with this one. And then what I like is that the brush is so small. Like, look how small that is. And then you could really just get to the front and then just bring the brow hairs up and then comb the other ones back. And I just let like my primer sit and my cream sit. So I'm going to try out these new BUXOM eyeshadows. I've used it once, and that's really just to swatch it and maybe use one shade as an inner highlight in my corner, or my inner corner. So this is a new BUXOM eyeshadow palette. This one's called Dolly's Wild Side. You can see right there. I got this in a Generation Beauty swag bag, and these are the colors. What's so special about these is that, well, how do you do it? Because see, I haven't even played around with this. I guess you can slide these out, or in the palette there's like a little section right here that you can pull out, and you can pull out all the shadows and you can interchange them. So they sell these shadows individually, and then you could click them out. I haven't done it yet though. There you go. So you just click it out like that, and you can customize your own palette, and boom. But the main thing is that there's already a primer built into them, so you don't need any sort of eyeshadow primer. I've always used eyeshadow primer, so I'm going to try it without using any primer whatsoever. There's only going to be one shade that I am going to use that isn't from the palette, and it's from my Tarte Poppy palette. Cream shade, just because there's no cream shade in the palette, and I always like to just use a matte highlight. And even though I'm not using primer on my upper brow bone for this shadow, it's okay because it's just the upper brow bone, so I don't really mind. I'm willing to take that risk. I think it's so weird not to use primer, but I'm going to take this first shade and just like this little light plum, I'm going to stick that into my crease. We're going to see how pigmented this is, because sometimes these shades are light and then they end up being really pigmented. So let's swipe that into my crease. If you do have veins, like I do have veins on my eyelids, so that necessarily won't be covered up. And that's why I do like primer, but we're gonna see how this works out. So I'm gonna stick this color first into my crease and then just work that in. It's blending really nicely. It doesn't seem like it's going on patchy, which is nice. Deeper plum shade in the palette, and it's this one right here. And I'm gonna stick that directly in my crease with the Sigma E25. See how pigmented this is. Oh yeah, there we go. I just need to add a little bit more, and I'm gonna work that right into the crease. Again though, these colors are not too dark, as you can see. They're really nice and they like flow. It's like a plummy, bronzy palette, which I like. And plum and purple and all that is great for brown eyes, and I have brown eyes. I am having to layer it just a little bit just because that plum color is not too deep. And then I'm just going to take that same E40 just to blend it out. Plum color into the crease on the other side. Is that they are pigmented and they are blending really nicely. It would still be beneficial just to wear primer. Any type of base is really going to help have the shadows pop out. It's okay, I'm working with it. And then right now I just got curious to see if there was any names in the back of this palette, like the individual shadows themselves. And unfortunately there's no names, but I'm pretty sure they have to have some sort of name or number when you buy these. It did come with a little brush, but I don't know, I guess when I swatched it, I just tossed it because I usually don't use those. The bronzy color right here, and I'm gonna put this all over the lid. Make sure to tap off because I noticed I started getting some fallout. And see, you can see it's pigmented and it's popping, but like I said, I feel like this would be even more beautiful if you did use a primer. And just a little FYI, this one does have some fallout of lots of shimmer, so you have to be careful with this one. And that's why I like doing my eyes first, just in case any shadows do have any fallout, because then you can always just clean it up. Instead of swiping across, I like to tap and pat, because then it just packs it on easier. I have a lot of shimmer fallout underneath there, but it's okay. Start putting on that deeper plum color in the crease again, just because I feel like I lost some color. Nice and plummy and pigmented it is on my brush, and then when I put it on my eye, it's just a notch down or 2 notches down of the shade that's on the brush. I'm gonna take a makeup wipe and just wipe off this excess. Wow, that was quite a bit. See, you can see there was a lot of fallout. I didn't even know I had that much. Wow, that's quite a bit. I'm gonna use a very brand new product, STILA Got Inked Cushion Eyeliner. Now I was reading the reviews on this one. This one is in Black Obsidian ink. This is just the plain black one. I have not used this whatsoever, so I'm super excited to try this out. Here's the packaging, really nice. Oh yeah, it's a full-on sponge. It's like just a cushion. So let's see how this works. Middle on. Oh, it's nice. Oh, it's really pigmented, easy to glide. I'm just gonna be quiet while I do this so you guys can just see its magic. I feel like I just have so many shimmers from that eyeshadow. I'm gonna have to put in some drops or something. Be right back. I just put on some drops in my eyes right now. Woo! Putting this eyeliner in. I wonder if this is gonna dry matte because I didn't check yet. Here, let me show you how pigmented this is. So when you go, boom. And then we're just going to bring that in. Not too hard to work with, like it doesn't dry too fast, so it's not like boom, like you could still work with it. So far this is good. I like. I didn't even want to make a big one, and then I accidentally went up too high. Better Skin concealer and then just a concealer brush, carving that and then shaping out my wing how I want it. And it's a simple fix. It does not dry matte sheen to it, so it is not a matte finish. So just to let you know, if you only like matte finishes, then go with the NYC liquid liner and then you will be good to go. So this eyeliner does come with a, well, it doesn't come, you have to purchase it, but you can purchase a eyeliner brush that goes with this specific line of eyeliners, but I use my regular just fine tip eyeliner brush. So if you have one of these already, then you don't need to purchase it for this one. Too Faced Better Than Sex mascara. I have like some mascaras I want to try, but not just like for this one. I want to do like full-on demos. But this one I love and I want to use it up. This is just my little small one that I have. It's almost done, but I am not a big time like high-end mascara girl. But this one is a really good one. This one and the Tarte Lights Camera Splashes, which is a waterproof one, are my fave. And these are probably like the only 2 high-end mascaras I will ever buy. Well, can't really say that because you never know if a brand might come out with something, you know, that's awesome. Onto the face, I ended up picking up the Smashbox Camera Ready CC Cream SPF 30. Yeah, well, I got it in the shade medium dark. I guess I just felt super brown biscuit that day, because if you look at this shade, that's not me. I guess I was just thinking I was a super tan person that day. I even swatched these in store. So I don't want to return it, so I'm just going to add it into my Dream Pure BB. And this one is the medium deep, but even the medium deep is not too dark. So I'm just going to add in a little smidge bit in there, and then just mix it in, and then it'll be the right color for me. Now I'm just using my flat top kabuki and then just working it. See, so now it's matching me. So it all worked out in the end. I mean, I don't know. I wish I had the one down so I could just use that product so I can really test it. Maybe I will go just exchange it. I don't know why I picked that dark of a shade. Like, I mean, I was a little bit more tan a couple weeks ago, but I wasn't that tan. I don't know what I was thinking. I was just hoping and wishing. And for some reason, I used to love this concealer, and the other times it wasn't really working out for me. I'm going to try it again, and this is the Naked Skin Concealer. I'm not really doing anything like after this. This is pretty late. I had no makeup on during the whole day I'm filming this. This is a Sunday, so yeah, it's about 5 o'clock right now. I'm just gonna go to dinner, so this is the medium one for the Naked Skin, but like I said, it was wasn't really agreeing with me for some reason. But let's try it out again. I used to freaking love this. This is why I got it in like another shade. I got it in the medium light, and I would mix these up, kabuki, and then just tap that in. This one's from Sigma, and I love this one if I don't have like when I don't have my booty bender. My beauty blender. And see, it taps it in just as nice. Taper Kabuki from Sigma, and this is the Laura Mercier translucent powder. They have two different sizes. The biggest one, I believe it's almost like $40, $39, $36, around there, but this one was only $22, and this powder a little goes a long way, so I would just get the small one because that's what I did. I haven't been using the Secret Brightening powder, which is much lighter than this one. It's really, really white in color, because it is too light for me now, because if I wear it, it just doesn't work. So I've been using this, and I'll kind of just put that on. I don't put like so much on, like complete excess, like I'm not baking right now, but I put on a little bit where I'm kind of baking a little. And then I'm just gonna swipe a little bit on my chin, not too much, just to kind of balance it out, a little bit on my nose, and just a little bit here, because I don't want all the other parts highlighted, and then these parts are not. So just a smidge bit, and then I'm gonna hit this with the translucent powder as well. Then I just take that same tapered brush, and I just brush it away, just like brush it away. So now for lashes, I have been in love with these ones, and I can't find them anywhere. I've been trying to find them. I'm probably just gonna order them online, but I found them at Walgreens twice, but I use them. These are the Kiss lashes, and these are like from the natural line, and they're called Poise, and I like it better than the Demi Wispies just because it's more feathered out at the ends. And then this is what the Poise lash looks like. Doesn't it look so pretty? It's more feathered, so you can see it's not so like the Demi Wispies. Now this is like my new lash obsession. I think they were $4.99, but if you take really good care of your lashes, I use my lashes so many times, like a ton. To finish the rest of my face, I'm gonna use my MAC Studio Fix powder in NC42. I rarely ever use this. I always use my BH powder in 235. I mix 230 and 235 just because I find it such a dupe of this, but I haven't shown this love in forever, so I might as well switch it up. So I'm just going to place this on top, and this just add more coverage just because this is a powder foundation, but I just kind of put it on the outsides, not too much, and just blend out my under eye powder and get my neck and all that good stuff, and then that's it. That deeper smoky plum that I did for my crease, use my Sigma smudge brush, and I'm just going to softly just smoke out the bottom, not too much. I just want this really nice and soft, nothing too dark on the bottom. I'm not going to take it all the way, just to right here, right to the end, right before I hit that tear duct, because then I want to highlight the inner tear duct just to brighten up my eye. This nice pearl color right here, it's more of like a pink pearl, and I'm going to use my shader brush. This is the this is the shader inner corner brush, E46. I remember when I first got this, I ordered it on my own, and I ordered it in the, because I order my own Sigma too, I ordered it in the Precision Eye set, I think it is. And at first I was like, oh, do you really need an inner corner? I have a pencil brush, but oh my gosh, this thing is so good just because it's so precise. So I'm just gonna get right in there. So see how it's like so precise? I can get right there and not get anywhere where I don't want to be. And I'm just gonna put it right on that lower lash line, starting my lower tear duct, and then start bringing it up little by little. And I like how tiny and thin it is, just because I can really get in there and not really manipulate any of the purple that I have, the plum in my crease or anything like that. And then just get right in that inner corner and then just help brighten it up. And I kind of just flick it right on the inside, but not too much. I mainly concentrate obviously right in that inner corner. Yeah. And there you go. Now I'm gonna bronze up my face. This is the oldest like piece, I think, like, well, one of my oldest, well, not my oldest, but it's pretty dang old. I know, you're like, what collection is that from, Lizzy? Like, what? This is old. But this is Refined Golden. This is a permanent color. I'm almost done. I just want to just use it up so I can turn it in. It's a powder. It doesn't smell weird, so I'm just like, I'm good to go. So I'm just going to use, as always, my favorite bronzing brush. This is the powder brush from Sigma, the F10. And then I'm just going to start bronzing my face, but I'm bronzing in all my contours. So I'm doing like soft contour, but it is warming up the face at the same time. This does have some shimmers in it, but it's not to the point where I'm gonna look like I'm from Twilight, so I'm good to go. I start to bring it around my forehead and then just buff that in just to give me a nice glow underneath my chin and then down my neck. And then just wherever I just want some warmth, then I'll take the brush, and this is what I do. I just kind of squeeze it and just bring a little bit down the sides of my nose. Not too much, just to warm it up, and then just bring it underneath. That's how I do it. I know that people are probably like, but I don't mind. So now I've been using this palette. I haven't used it on camera, and this is the e.l.f. blush palette. A lot of you know that I love the dark palette, so I got the light palette. This is light. Isn't that crazy? So I'm going to take a little bit of this pink shade right here, and I've been mixing this one and this one together and then just tapping it off. Then I'm using a dual fiber brush, and I'm just going to help warm up my cheeks. I just softly just flicker it over and just let that cheek pull that color. I'm very soft on the cheek area, so if I'm going fast, it's just because I want the cheek to pick it up and look more airbrushed and soft, as opposed to look at the flick of the wrist. And then I just do an overall just blend and just blend everything out so that there's no harsh lines. This is just a clean, fluffy brush. And now it is time for highlight. So now for highlight, I'm going to use my liquid illuminator from Becca. This is an opal. This is a Shimmering Skin Perfector Spotlights. I got this around Christmas time. I'm using this because I haven't used this in a while, and I saw my girlfriend Christine, Twilight Chick 143, use it, and I was just like, oh yeah, or she put in her favorites. I was like, oh, I love this. So I'm just going to dab it on my cheeks, and this one is opal. And the good thing about this is if you're someone who doesn't like what the highlight though, these are awesome because you can build them up, and I don't know, they're just really nice because they're more subtle in highlight but still just as beautiful. See, so it gives like a more of a soft highlight as opposed to like a bam, like that girl like boom laid it on. So I'm just blending this out with my dirty booty bender and just blend this out and around and there, and then just going to put a little dab right there and right there. So this is great for more natural highlight. I just have that really nice natural highlight going. I'm going to hit my bottom lashes now with my mascara. I'm not going to put any eyeliner on the inner, on my waterline, just because I want the eye more soft. And then last but not least, now I'm going to do my lipstick. This is the color Kinky. It's from Urban Decay, and then this is the new Revolution High Color Lip Gloss. So I just went for a nude just because I've been getting so many pinks, and I like nudes too, so let's see. I remember swatching this in store and I really liked it. Let's see how it looks. Oh yeah, it is pigmented, because my lips are already naturally pigmented, so sticky, but that's what's gonna make it last. Max Fix Plus, this is coconut, and I love this one. Ooh. And that's just gonna help just subside that powdery look from my powder that I did use from MAC in case I, you know, overloaded. And then just, it's a nice refresher, and then it gives you like a nice dew as well. So that was it. So last time when I did this video, you guys really enjoyed it, and give me a thumbs up if you want me to continue trying new products and letting you know how I enjoy them. And I'll see you guys in my next video. Don't forget to subscribe because it is free 99, and follow me on Instagram and Twitter. I am also on Periscope, which is so much fun. Me and Glenn have been doing it, and I love it. It's really addicting. Check out all my other videos if you haven't, and I'll see you. Mwah. Whoop, whoop.